Hey everyone, my name is Gianna Ortner-Finley. I am the editor-in-chief of the North Texas Daily.
Hi everyone, my name is Aiden Gonzalez and I'm the digital editor of the North Texas Daily.
And we're your hosts who do the most. Aiden, it is almost that time of the year where the weather really starts to cool down a lot, and we're kind of like in Texas at least, because I know other areas definitely have been cooler a lot sooner, and where the leaves start to fall and the weather is below 75 for the next week. The weather does not get above 75 degrees for the high. I'm so excited. And we start to really get ready for Halloween and other fall activities. Fall is my favorite season. I love Halloween. My birthday's in October. And I really love the way that like you can kind of see the nature around you changing.
Yeah. I like fall too, but I like fall past Halloween. Like November, December, like mid-November is my favorite. I hate anything Halloween related.
Well, I mean, I think that's just where we differ. I love Halloween. I'm a Halloween girly. I think it's really interesting. I think the history of Halloween is really cool. Thrillers, as you guys see in my 3 for 3 corner, almost every single week, I love.
It is something spooky.
I love thrillers. I love like mysteries, and I like gothic horror. And horror in general. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors. I've mentioned this before.
Shout out.
Shout out.
You see, I like horror, but I'm more so gore than horror. I like the more extreme. You know, like illegal films, you know, like the really dark, heavy.
So, like, you are mad about, like, Halloween trick-or-treating, but, like, you'll be fine for gore?
Yeah. Someone just getting their stomach ripped out, like, blood everywhere. Like, ooh.
That's crazy.
I'm like, interesting.
Well, then I guess, Aiden, do you have any Halloween plans?
Do I have Halloween plans? Yes, actually, me and my little sister, she's in middle school, we decorated our house for Halloween, and we have 2 chairs up on our lawn with like skeletons. I'm gonna dress up on one chair, and then she's gonna just sit normal in the other chair with the candy bowl for the trick-or-treaters. I'm gonna dress up, and you know that one video, the mom's like, "Kids, go grab your candy," and then like someone gets up from the chair and like scares the kids. That's what I'm gonna do, but she's gonna be next to me. So when the kids come up to her and to get candy, I'm just gonna like run and chase them.
That's so funny.
And scare them.
You're just gonna go chase kids on Halloween?
Oh, for sure. I love traumatizing kids. It's my favorite hobby. It was her idea. Hey.
That's kind of crazy.
I was like, you know what? Yeah.
I'm sure they will not forget that though, because that's actually pretty funny.
But they also know where I live, so. Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans?
Not right now. I had a costume idea. I was gonna make the Coraline's like a sweater for Coraline. And I've been so busy that I haven't really been able to finish it, but I do kind of have like the rest of the parts of my costume. Okay. So if I'm able to pull it together, I'll still come as Coraline. But I don't really have anything like plans wise, so I might just stay home and watch scary movies or something like that. But yeah.
Hey, that sounds relaxing.
Yeah. I normally like to watch a few scary movies throughout October, but I haven't had any time to do that this year. But
time is just sleeping away.
I know, yeah.
Crazy.
And like next thing you know, I'm gonna be up and out of here. Like I'm gonna be graduated.
Ooh.
It's right around the corner.
Not right now.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of right around the corner, do you want to get into it?
Yes. So. I have some news for you guys. So Gianna, Billie Eilish is on tour right now. Did you know that?
Yes, I didn't realize that Billie Eilish was on tour until I saw like Instagram videos of her on tour, and I was like, oh, what the heck? When did this happen?
Yeah. I want to go to one of her concerts, but I'm not the biggest Billie fan. I really like her music, but I'm not one of those like diehard fans. Like, oh my god, yes, I listen to her on a regular basis.
I think I'm the same. I used to be a really diehard Billie fan.
Really?
Yeah. I just like I would listen to her music constantly. I have her records on vinyl. Like I used to be really up the alley of Billie Eilish. And I don't really know what it was. There's just a switch where I didn't really like kind of resonate with her music as much. I still listen to it. But I wouldn't say that I'm like a super fan or something like that.
Okay. That is too. Well, a couple weeks ago, Billie Eilish was doing her concert in Miami and she got yanked.
Yes.
Someone pulled her. Let's get into this. So about 2 weeks ago, Billie Eilish was doing her rounds right in front of the barricades, saying hi to all her fans. high-fiving, fist pumping, taking a couple of selfies every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, a man, Gianna, always a man, let it be known, man decided instead of like high-fiving, let me grab her and pull her.
Yeah.
So she like stumbles across, she almost does like a flip back to the wall of barricades. And that's when the security luckily like pushed him so far that he like fell and trembled over feet behind him. I don't know how hard that security guard pushed
Yeah,
him.
no, and it was when he grabbed her, it was, you can, in the video, you can see it's a really hard yank. Like, he, like, basically, like, her momentum kept her going forward, and he basically, like, pulled her back. And it was pretty aggressive.
It was so aggressive. And I was like, well, first, there's a lot to break down. First, if you're a fan, why would you want to do that to someone you look up to, someone you adore?
Yeah, we've talked about this before, and like just kind of like not treating celebrities like people, and then basically just thinking that you can kind of treat them however you want, like they're an item. And I feel like that's something that happens here, is that she, in this fan's eyes, if this was a fan, was basically just being like, oh, well, you didn't stop for me, so I'm going to make you stop for me. And that's not fair.
Supposedly he was really intoxicated. So, I mean, it doesn't justify it, but hey, I guess so.
Yep.
Well, when he stumbled back, a girl in a red bandana, who now is referred to as the girl with the red bandana, went up to him after he fell and just straight up, you can't really hear at first what she was saying, but you can tell he was like, she was pointing at him. Just like,
very emphatically.
Would I say maybe saying some slurs, some, no,
I don't know about slurs, but like definitely at least curse words.
Some curse words. And then, so that's what happened. But because of that, that's when the security came and like arrested him, because he got arrested after all.
Oh, wow.
As he should be.
Yeah.
And then she went on TikTok just posting like, hey guys, I'm the one who, you know, pushed and got on the guy's behind and on his butt and whatnot. But, you know, she got fame because of that. Which is, I find the craziest part. You know, for her eyes, supporting someone you love is one thing for sure. I would too.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that instead of like continuing with the concert, because she's making her round, you're never going to get this close to Billie Eilish ever again. Instead of like staying right there where you're at, because she had front row. She went behind just to like go assess the guy instead of like staying right there next to Billie.
Yeah, and I mean, on one hand, that's just her kind of like going out and defending, I wouldn't necessarily say her idol, but someone that she adores a lot, and treating Billie like a person essentially at that point by defending her. But also, that's not really her job, to be completely honest. And so I see the instinct for doing that, but also it's not really necessary, and it kind of puts you in danger.
It does, but also if you're paying thousands of dollars to be this close to an artist, and you're spending your time, your hard-earned money on this ticket to get on this guy's butt instead of like, oh, hey, Billie, like say hi, you know, go say something, but no. So she posted on TikTok, and people found who she was on TikTok. The day before, she started with a couple thousand followers. The next day, 24 hours later, someone found her TikTok, made a lot of videos on her, and then she gained over 200,000 in 24 hours.
Wow.
Fast forward a couple weeks ago, last week, she now has over 700,000. So maybe this week, she's probably close to 1 million.
That's just for defending
Billie Eilish. So.
I think that part of like the issue here is that Phineas, her brother, posted like a video or something about being like, thank you bandana girl, or something like that. So that definitely helped with you know, the notoriety of that as well.
Yeah, I just find it interesting that some creators out here do social media content full time and still can achieve these numbers. But it took, I think her name is Anaya, 24 hours.
Wow.
And has gained more than 500,000 followers, which is a little crazy.
That's insane. Like that, just the jump in the and I guess it also kind of showcases like how us as a society, how we kind of reward like that heroism.
I guess so.
As well, is that basically like she's been being treated as a hero. And I mean, again, what she did was good in the sense of defending Billie Eilish, but also at the same time, she put herself in jeopardy. She also could have been ejected from the concert.
She could have, yeah.
And additionally, like it wasn't her job to do that. And I mean, don't get us wrong. We're definitely saying that, like, you know, it was good on Red Bandana Girl, good on Anaya. But also at the same time, like, if you're gonna pay that much money to get that close to someone that you adore, because you're wanting to see them as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I would jump out of the line. And maybe that's saying something about me.
I was thinking that. I was like, well, what if it was like someone I adore the most? You know, one of
Mm-hmm.
my artists. If that was my queen, Nicki Minaj, of course. I don't know, because
Mm-hmm.
that's like, she was only out there like away from the barricade for maybe like 10 seconds. But those 10 seconds are like the closest you're ever going to get.
Yeah,
to
and
your
I think
idol.
in the video you can see that like the guy that pulled her is here. Red bandana girl is here.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gets shoved back and then she basically goes here. And meanwhile, Billy's still moving.
She's making
And
her
so
rounds.
basically Billy walks past where like the red bandana girl was and then keeps going.
Yeah.
But she was busy, you know, kind of berating the dude that just shoved her.
Yeah.
And so it's like you basically miss that opportunity by trying to be a hero.
You didn't get no high five, no fist pump, no nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
But you know what? Shout out to StubHub, because the venue that Billie Eilish concert was at
Mm-hmm.
reached out to her to give her some pit tickets for day 2 of Miami, so she was able to go back and see her
Okay.
again.
I think I see that. I see the reason why she blew up.
Yep, fully paid for.
That's
which,
insane, yeah. Wow.
It's just crazy. And then when she recorded a vlog for day 2,
Uh-huh.
just posting about like, oh, day in a life. As she was recording, waiting in line to get inside the venue,
Mm-hmm.
some of her fans or supporters, what do you call it? Like fans, I guess?
I guess supporters, like if this is for the girl,
Yeah,
right?
for
Yeah,
an
I would
girl in
just
the red
say
bandana.
supporters, yeah.
Some supporters came up to her, literally got on their knees and bowed down to her.
Bowed down.
Bowed down like she was a god. Like, thank you for your service. I was like,
That's a little much.
I mean, I guess so, but hey,
Yeah.
I just find it interesting.
No, it's extremely interesting, and it's like it's so crazy how like basically that's honestly one of I think probably the coolest parts of the internet is just how you can be living one way for so many years, and then basically you do something, you post it to the internet, or it gets posted to
Yeah.
the internet, and then your life is never the same.
The life has
Like
changed.
the amount of people who have gotten famous from Vine because of a meme they posted or a video they posted.
Brittany Broski.
Like
prime
Brittany
example.
Broski, Liza Koshy, what's his name? David something? David Dobrik? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Like there's so many people that got famous off of these things that they just posted this one time.
That's all
and
it
then
takes.
and then they blew up. And it's like there's also additionally like the people who, you know, have been continuously posting, doing all this thing, but then that one thing that makes them blow up is what is a catalyst for everything else. And
Yep.
then it just changes your life.
And now they're compared to these like big pop stars, which is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bowing down is insane.
what am I doing wrong? Do I need to go outside and just in case anything happens?
Not literally, like
I don't know. I want 1 million followers. I want to be flown out to a concert.
Be a millionaire.
Do
Do you know that Bruno Mars song?
Yes. I wonder how much money she got though. If I was her, I'd like.
I don't
you know
I don't
what?
think she got money from it.
I would post my Cash App, a GoFundMe, something.
Go
Hey
fund
guys,
me.
since I have all this like fame right now,
That's
send me a couple
awesome.
dollars.
But yeah, and I mean, I guess speaking of like trends, like
Yeah, speaking of trends.
have you seen dictionary.com's 2025 word of the year?
I don't think I have. What is the word?
It's like 6 or 7.
So yes, dictionary.com revealed that 6'7", it's 2025 word of the year.
Which I think is absolutely insane to me. Because I mean I get it. I get it. That's like on par with basically having like skibbity riz as the word of the year.
Hey, at least that was
or
a word.
something. Well,
This is
yeah,
like a
this is a
number.
number. But like it's just the internet has memeified so much that we've even memeified language to the degree that dictionaries are marking them as our word of the year. Like it used to be like I don't even know, like aristocrat was the word of the year.
Like big words, yeah.
Or like anthropology was the word of the year or something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But it's not
Where did we go wrong as a society?
I think
Like that's what I wonder.
I think it's just, you know, that kind of memification of it. And so, like, I think I think it's not necessarily that we went wrong somewhere with society, but it's
No,
more like
we definitely did.
but I think it's more that we've kind of leaned into the jokey nature of it, or kind of like I think we take ourselves a lot less seriously now than we used to. But I think that we bring back seriousness, I fear.
Let's
like
bring back
6,
seriousness.
7 as the
You know what? That's also a good example of one video can change your life. That high
Yeah.
schooler just did that casually, and then boom, someone
Yeah.
recorded him, posted on the internet, and now he's famous.
Yeah, no, and again, like it's like again, like it's just it is life changing. It's that thing that if it happens, you just basically blow up overnight, and then you have 700,000 followers.
He better play this wisely because this could be life changing.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of would hate to be I honestly I think I would hate to be known for a meme, to be honest, because you are going to consistently being outrunning the meme for
Oh,
the
I
rest
guess
of your
so.
life.
In like 30 years when you're like 50.
Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla, that kid, that is all he's known for.
Hey, but it was so funny in the time.
It was so funny. I reference it. Like it's hilarious. But also at the same time, like job applications.
Oh my God, are you that guy who made
Are
that
you
meme?
that kid? Like
Which meme?
like
They
yeah,
pull it
no,
up.
it's like something that can basically kind of
Traumatize
haunt
you.
you
Oh.
almost.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. It's
But also own up to it. If I was this little high schooler, I'd own up to it to the day I die.
I mean, yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I did that one thing that
like,
one time.
hey, now I have a mansion and you don't.
Oh,
Oh,
a mansion
Oh.
from. Do you think that it would have like 6 or 7 acres?
moving on. He has like 6 or 7 cars.
Yeah, or 6 or 7 dogs.
You know what? He better get this 6, 7 tattooed.
Yeah, like just on like on his shoulder, and it's like a, you know, it's like a scale.
Side note, I kind of want a lip tattoo, Gianna.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you even get?
I went to this event a week ago and I saw this one person, I think they had like Lucky on their wrist. And I was like, whoa, and cursive. And I was like, whoa, that looks really cool.
I
think
mean,
I want one.
You do you, boo.
I know,
But
right?
I think that's like, I don't know. I think lip tattoos are a little weird because they're like literally like on the inside of your mouth.
No one's going to know.
I know.
So secretive.
That's kind of what I mean. Like, why would you get a tattoo that no one's gonna see?
Just for myself. At that point, it's just for myself, probably.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, if that's what you want to do, boo.
Hey.
Like, that's for you.
Someone said they fade away quick. So it's
That's
not like
the other thing
forever.
also is that it's like a lot of money for not a lot of like reward, basically.
Yeah, I guess so. Dang. I've been craving a new one. That's the thing. It's been a while since I got my last one.
I've never had a tattoo.
Should we go get one?
I
Are you
should go
against
get one.
tattoos?
I should go get a tattoo. I won't be getting a lip tattoo, but
Really? Oh, well, lip tattoo, I guess so, right?
But I guess moving on to things that kind of have been all over the place. To be
Yeah.
honest, do you know what the Louvre is? The Louvre Museum.
So I have heard of it.
Okay.
Don't know what it is necessarily.
So, Iden,
Yeah.
I always tell you that I like a good thriller. And one of the most thrilling things that can happen is a good heist, right? And so the Louvre is a museum in Paris, France that houses about 38,000 objects from across the world. They're basically kind of everywhere. It's a little bit like the Met. Which basically means that they've accumulated or acquired a bunch of different artifacts like from literally everywhere.
Yeah.
And so some of them are historical. They've had them for a while, and some of them are new. They're constantly getting new acquisitions. And so the museum holds sculptures, paintings, drawings, and archaeological finds. And so according to the museum's website, the Louvre received about 8.7 million visitors in 2024. So this museum is poppin'. It's constantly being visited.
I want to know what like the net worth is of the whole place.
Oh, I'm sure.
Trillions?
Like
Billions?
a lot of money. Like it's because you do pay to go to the museum, I believe.
You got to pay.
I think.
What?
I mean, I'd have to double check, but basically, that museum, for the first time since 1998, which is a hot
Damn.
minute,
Yeah.
the Louvre was robbed on October 19th when 4 masked thieves broke into the Gallery of Apollo, and they smashed display cases and stole several jewels and artifacts, including a diamond and emerald necklace and tiara that belonged to Empress Eugenie, who was a member of the House of Bonaparte. as in Napoleon. Yeah. And then the robbery, one of the craziest things is that the robbery took place in just under 7 minutes. And so basically they used a truck and a ladder to gain access to the second floor window and an angle grinder, which is basically like one of those like construction tool materials to like go onto the bar.
So did no one see like a ladder?
No, literally.
Hello? What?
Like, and so basically they used that to cut through the glass, and then they fled on bikes, like motorcycles.
Bikes.
Like motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
Yes, they fled. That were already like placed. So not only did people just straight up not see like a truck and a ladder, they also didn't see the motorcycle.
You didn't see motorcycle, like, hello?
And so the items are estimated to be about $102 million. That's how much they're estimated to be worth. But they're actually priceless in the sense that they are like historical objects.
What?
Yeah. And so as of right now, or at least from what I saw, the robbers have yet to be caught. I heard or I saw there's one theory that because it's plain sight in the middle of the day, how did no one see this, especially with so many visitors?
Oh my God, yeah.
That not necessarily, because your first thought would be this is an inside job.
I was about to say inside job for sure.
But that this is a part of the promo for the new film, Now You See Me, that franchise.
Oh my God, wait.
Of those people that basically are like magicians that like rob people.
Yes. Whoa, the chills I just got.
There's some theories that this might be that because one of the cast members from the movie is known to have been in Paris at the time. This is conspiracy theory land,
that is
however.
a stretch, but hey.
I think that's hilarious if that's the case because everybody is so confuzzled. However,
Yeah.
I don't think that the people who are filming the film would not tell the Louvre that this is happening.
Yeah, that can get like
Because that
dangerous
can get
very quick.
Yes, exactly. And two, I don't think that they would go through the trouble of literally robbing the Louvre.
Wow. You know what? Shout out to Ocean's 11 for real.
No, literally.
I just want to know, what are you going to do with all this jewelry? It's not like you can just, hey, guys, I'm selling this.
Yeah, it's too hot right now, so they have to hold on to it.
For what, years, decades?
For a while. And it's like the minute, or they have to basically like take it apart and resell it.
Oh, for real, like a movie.
And so that's something else that they could possibly do. But also, it loses some of its value if you take it apart like that.
Oh, if you take it apart, yeah.
And so, or sell it as separate items. So it's like, are you going to get what you think you're going to get? Or do you just have a really nice necklace now?
Hey, for 7 minutes worth of work,
no, and that's
100 million?
That
Hey.
is the other crazy thing, is that it took less than 7 minutes to get all of that done.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took a shorter time. It took
me longer to walk to this building to record this podcast than it took 4 people to rob the Louvre.
an episode of The Office is longer than this heist.
Yes.
Think about that. So let's move to Paris.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do there?
I did see a TikTok. Someone, I don't know if it was like one of the thieves. They were like posted up with the jewelry.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, either this is fake or y'all just don't care.
Yeah.
Because people can just quickly track that video, the metadata, and boom, you're caught.
That's insane.
But I don't know, unless someone was doing like a cosplay as one of the robbers for Halloween.
Imagine. Hi guys. So I know this might be a little meta, but my Halloween costume is one of the robbers who robbed the Louvre.
And here is this like $100,000 chain.
That's
That's
actually hilarious. Also, yes,
Doesn't get
verified.
fresh.
You do have to pay to go to the Louvre unless you qualify for free admission.
Wow.
And so a standard ticket is about 22 euros. Which should be booked in advance beforehand. But you do have free admission available to those under 18 and EU residents, so European Union residents aged 18 to 25, and then obviously like other people like with disabilities and other things. Or like I don't know all of the exemptions, but there are some. But yes.
I just want to be there for that meeting. Like, you know, when they shut down the museum and they had that meeting.
Yeah, they shut it down for 3 days to figure it out, and they still don't know who did it.
You know what? I need to be invited to that meeting. Someone's getting fired.
Oh my goodness.
What?
That's so funny.
Someone's getting fired. Their security is gonna be bumped
Wow.
in plain sight.
Yeah,
A
no,
ladder.
literally, like during the middle of the day. That I think that's part of what's the craziest part. But I mean, speaking kind of the city of love,
Hey,
let's talk about romanticism a little bit.
What?
So we're gonna kind of get into speaking of gothic horror, kind of the romanticism of gothic horror lately.
Okay.
And so anybody who is paying attention to the theaters lately, and by lately I mean within the last couple of years, has seen that gothic horror retellings are kind of having a little bit of a moment in film. So from Bram Stoker's Dracula to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, everybody seems to kind of be getting a reboot of some kind. And so these stories obviously have been told before. And they have a plethora of different iterations from cartoons to film franchises, but their iconic nature kind of allows viewers to suspend that, oh my gosh, I've heard this before nature, to kind of hear or enjoy a new telling.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, Nosferatu hit theaters as a relatively smash hit. However, rather than being a retelling or inspired by Stoker's work, the movie came across as weirdly fetishized and romantic, at least to my understanding. Like those videos of like Lily Rose Depp tearing apart her dress because her yearning was just too much and like drooling. It's like and like being possessed with lust is like insane to me. And I guess I don't know because. Inherently, romanticism and gothic horror are interwoven in a way that I don't think that they can ever be truly untangled.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, I think that there might be a bit of a line, and I think that some of these new iterations are kind of crossing them.
Interesting.
And so, like, while the stories have a romantic feel to them, as all gothic horror have people at its center, which is kind of like part of the whole like romanticism movement. The way that interpretations of classic literature are kind of being forced super much into the romantic box is kind of a disservice to the original source material, in my opinion. Another one that's happening, I want to say it's one of Charlotte Bronte or Emily Bronte's works that is being kind of like redone. And basically, I think it also might be starring Jacob Elordi, ironically.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that name in a while.
And Margot Robbie as the main characters. But it's like a romance of a book that wasn't a romance. And it's like, I don't really understand why we're kind of making these reiterations of films that are not necessarily romantic in that. Wuthering Heights, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're making a remake of Wuthering Heights. And it's like in quotations in the promos. And I want to say that it's because they're basically kind of like almost doing like professional fan fiction. And they're basically like creating it so that it's just kind of like a new iteration of it and a new telling. And yes, it is Jacob Elordi. I was correct. But basically, this story is a tragedy. And I mean, there's a lot of like death that happens in it. And I mean, there is eventually a love story, but it's not the sole heart of it. And it seems like all of these stories that kind of do fall into this are kind of like almost like weirdly erotic in that way for some reason, and I don't really know why. And so kind of why I'm bringing this up is Shelley's Frankenstein is getting yet another reboot this fall and starring Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein. Shout out Oscar Isaac. I love him so much. Moon Knight is probably one of my favorite series, and it is a darn shame that we don't have another season. Jacob Elordi is the creature. He is Frankenstein's monster. I am so intrigued to see how that's going. Okay. And Mia Goth, the resident Scream Queen, is going to be Elizabeth, who, have you read Frankenstein?
No.
Frankenstein's kind of the love interest. And so I'm worried that the film, which will be heading to Netflix, I believe November 7th, after a limited theatrical release, is going to follow this trend. So, Aiden.
Yes.
Do you read or watch gothic horror?
You know what? No, I don't read it. Watch it? Not really.
Really?
I feel like if it's interesting enough, I'll put on like a good movie.
Yeah.
But it's not like oh, I'm bored. Let me watch a movie. It's not like my first take. It's not like I'm craving, a good gothic horror.
Yeah, I love
That's
gothic
yeah.
horror. Crimson Peak, Sleepy Hollow, Dracula, Interview with a Vampire, anything Frankenstein wise.
No.
Doctor Sleep, like that, like stuff like that. I really like that stuff. I think it's so interesting, and to see it kind of like be shoved into this box that I don't really think it needs to be shoved into.
I also just feel like the way like society is moving too.
Yeah,
It's what's trending, and hey, if you want to
exactly. We are 6-7ing gothic horror right now. We are making it trendy by making it romantic.
You know what? If that's what's like getting views and what's bringing in the money, if I'm like one of the directors and I'm like, wow, I need to make a movie that's gonna sell and make money and do good. Hey, what's trending nowadays? Romantic. Behind closed doors, whatever they're doing, whatever floats your boat. Let's make our film like that.
Yeah, and I see that, and definitely we have seen that in kind of like the trends of stuff. But I miss the good days of gothic horror.
You missed the OG.
I miss the OGs, like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Gothic horror. There was a lot of really really good stuff. Like one. There's I want to say it is Crimson Peak, but like Tom Hiddleston in that film, if I remember correctly, is just so awesome.
Yeah.
And yes, it is Tom Hiddleston. And like, it's just so interesting to find these new retellings and these new iterations of the story.
Or maybe it's like the story is the same story, but being told from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe ? I don't know.
And I think I can see that, as like, again, with the retellings.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I feel like it kind of draws a weird line, like that if we're gonna say it's from a different perspective, that one person's perspective was not this weird romantic crap, and then the other person's perspective was just what was happening. I think that's kind of weirder, to be honest. However, Aiden, do you think that there is a balance between romanticism and horror?
You know what? I want to say yes, but I want to say 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But I know like now it's more romanticism than horror.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm low-key for it. You know what? Whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you going to continue reading or watching these movies.
Yeah.
You do it.
And I can see that. I feel like there should be a balance between them, because I feel like if you're kind of like, again, having a retelling of something, that it shouldn't be retold through the lens of what's currently trending. I think you should still have some respect for the source material and still have like the idea of when it was written, kind of in the back of your head.
True, but also, what if they make a movie the same way it's created from like the first original, and it just becomes like another remake that no one cares about and it gets forgotten.
And I mean, I'm not advocating for boring remakes. I'm not saying that you should make it the exact same way every single time.
Yeah.
But I am saying that I don't think that it's like true to the inspiration of the source material if you are kind of making it into something that it isn't.
Does it feel forced or no? Is it like casual?
I think that, at least in the case of specifically Nosferatu, it felt really forced.
Hey, but if it's trending and it's getting some money and some revenue, you know what? Long story short, money is what makes the world go around.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, that was the true gothic horror the whole time.
Should I be a director?
Capitalism.
Oh.
Capitalism was the true gothic horror.
True goth to 6-7 to brain rot. Hey.
Yeah.
Money. Money, guys.
Well, speaking of, I guess, money and recommendations.
I was about to say, we were just speaking of 6-7. I was like, no.
Not speaking of 6-7. Speaking of 3 for 3 corner.
Wow.
I have a book for you guys. And so the first one I have for you is The Bone Thief by Vanessa Lilly, and it was released on October 28th.
Yeah.
And so this is the kind of back of book description from Goodreads. And so, in the hours before dawn at a local summer camp, the Bureau of Indian Affairs archaeologist Sid Walker receives an alarming call. Newly discovered skeletal remains have been stolen. Not only have bones gone missing, but a native teen girl has disappeared near the camp, and law enforcement dismisses her family's fears. As Sid investigates both crimes, she's drawn into a world of privileged campers and their wealthy parents, most of them members of the Founders Society, an exclusive club whose members trace their lineage to the first colonists and claim ancestral rights to the land, despite fierce objections from the local tribal community. And it's not the first time something or someone has gone missing from the camp. The deeper Sid digs, the more she realizes these aren't isolated incidents. A pattern of disappearances stretches back generations, all leading to the Founders Society's doorstep. But exposing the truth means confronting not just the town's most powerful families, but also a legacy of violence that refuses to stay buried. And so this is the second book in the Sid Walker series. So if The Bone Thief sounds interesting, you should check out the first.
Is this
book.
like Illuminati?
No. I did recommend a book on this podcast that was similar to the Illuminati, but that is not what this one is. And then I have another one. And so this is the TV show. Speaking of gothic horror, this is Anne Rice's show. So Talamasca, The Secret Order. It was released on October 26th. And so this is kind of another part of Anne Rice's universe. The Talamasca, The Secret Order, quote, follows a secretive society which tracks supernatural beings like witches, vampires, and werewolves, according to IMDb. And this is kind of in the same universe as Interview with a Vampire, one of those films I saw that I liked, because that's also an Anne Rice novel. And so the last thing that I have for you guys is a movie. It's Predator Badlands. And so that's set to be released on November 7th. And the description from IMDb is a young predator outcast from his clan finds an unlikely ally on his journey in search of the ultimate adversary. And I have not seen a lot of the Predator films. I've seen some of them because I also like sci-fi, but this one intrigues me a lot. It's not necessarily like that kind of like, oh my gosh, they want to come kill everybody, like this sucks, like kind of nature of it, that a lot of the Predator films are.
Yeah.
This is almost kind of like a find yourself film, but for the Predator, because the humans aren't the center of the movie this time. The Predator is. And I think that's a very interesting kind of interpretation and take on it. And I think that is how you do a good continuation of a story, is kind of building upon the founding material, not rewriting it because of what's trendy. And also, what's her face? It's not, my brain is saying Elle Woods. Elle Fanning. I want to say Elle Fanning is in Predator Badlands, and she is like a robot that's been cut in half. And it's really interesting. And so basically she literally, Elle Fanning starts as Thea in Predator Badlands, and she's literally like a robot that is kind of like helping him with his predator journey, because he has gone to the most dangerous planet in the solar system, like in the galaxy. And so just to kind of like prove himself. And so, yeah, y'all should keep a lookout for that. Check it out.
Interesting. Also, I just want to get a quick side note. Stranger Things is finally going to be released next month.
I know.
The first volume. I'm actually kind of excited.
I am too. My mom and my sister have been rewatching all of the seasons.
Really? Actually, I think I might do that. Just to
gear up for it. And I'm kind of like, should I join you?
Should we do a marathon?
Should I do a marathon? Like,
yeah, because I think we're only gonna be able to record like the first volume, because volume 2 and volume 3, the final one, is released on Christmas and New Year's. And
yeah, so we'll have to catch up and then come talk about it
after the first volume.
Yeah.
Not volume 2 or 3.
Probably not.
If we continue next semester, I'll give you a quick call.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry.
You'll call me.
I'll call you for sure. Also, what's it called? What is there's this one show on Netflix. Not the Hunger Games. It's so much Squid Games.
Squid Games?
The season 2 of the Netflix film of the Netflix series is being released next week. I'm actually kind of excited.
Interesting. I've heard mixed reviews of people who were on the show.
Oh, really?
They were like, yeah, this sucked. And I don't know.
I want to know if the prize is real.
That's a great
$4 million
question.
for playing games? Come on now.
Yeah.
And you're not dying for real?
And you're not dying for real. In fact.
Hey, put me on. Netflix, if you're watching. I'm just kidding. Okay, so now for Aiden's tea time. This week's episode is going to be a little different. For once, we're going to give the Pop Girlies a little break. No update, you know. They need to be, let them be. They need a rest.
They need no more updates. They've had enough.
They had enough. You know, next week maybe for sure. But instead, I want to give a quick shine to a popular gaming YouTuber, popular MMO. He was big back in the mid-2010s for Minecraft gaming videos with his then wife, Jen.
Then wife?
Then wife, yes. Well, around 2020, during the beginning of the pandemic, they divorced.
Oh, that sucks.
It did suck. It was like my parents like divorcing again.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because like after middle school, pretty much every single day, he uploaded videos daily. I would just come home, put on his video, and eat my meal. And then they divorced in high school, from my high school time. And it wasn't the same ever since. It's because they both come from different backgrounds and they both wanted different things in the future. Jen wanted kids and Pat didn't really want kids. So
dang, yeah, they just weren't aligned. That's something that, and I'm sure they probably did have this conversation. I'm not, privy to the insideness of this relationship, but that's something you really want to talk about with your partner before you even like start thinking about that. Because there's no way for me, I'm too much of an anxious person. I would not be able to go into a relationship and get that far into a relationship without having that conversation first. Like, 2 years in, like, yo, like, if we ever get married, do you want to have kids? No.
Let me still put a ring on it.
Like, I like, because I want kids.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like, if my partner doesn't want kids, like, that's kind of something we'd need to have a conversation about before we even thought about putting a ring on this finger.
Yeah, just save the time and hassle now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, after that, didn't go well for Pat. He turned to alcohol and let himself go. So, and I believe he even ran on a baseball field a couple years ago. I remember hearing about that. It was kind of crazy. He went to jail, and that's when his life really turned to hell. But pretty much after divorce, his life has gone downhill. Mm-hmm. But trust, money is not a problem because he was making so much money back in the mid-2010s.
Mm-hmm. From the YouTube?
From his YouTube. He was like monetizing hella. He put all that money into a savings account, and now he set his life up to retire. So he no longer technically has to work, so he's fine.
I mean, that's nice.
Right. He played his cards right.
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward now, he got his life in control. After years of like alcoholism, he sobered up. He went to the gym. He worked out because he used to be like a heavy bodybuilder. He used to like lift weights and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's good for him.
Good for him. You know, and then he posted a video, pretty much like an update of where he's been the past couple of years, just like being really open about his past and his experience and stuff, explaining where he went wrong, his story, and then everything is good again. Yay, 100 days sober. Yay, woo! Mm-hmm. As of 10 days ago, he relapsed. And of course, we're not going to shame him, you know.
Oh, no.
There's like a statistical fact, like a lot of people relapse their first time. So.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does suck.
He did. I mean,
100 days is a lot,
that's a long time, especially after so long of kind of being in that spiral.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he did it once, he can do it again.
Yeah.
I don't think that him faltering in his journey is like a sign that he's gonna just like give up or something. Especially because he tried so hard to get there the first time.
He did. And the fact that he posted this on his YouTube to millions of followers, like he's not ashamed.
He's holding himself accountable.
And that's all you can do. And then he relapsed again 2 days ago. So.
Oh no.
Like twice in 2 weeks.
Something's going on.
Rough start. Hey, rough start. It's okay. Rough start. You know, happens to some of us. Hey.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something, and this is, a little bit of a heavy topic to end on, but that's just part of the journey for a lot of people who are going through something like this, like an addiction and addiction recovery, is that it is not a straight and narrow journey. Recovery is cyclical, and it is something that he's going to have to actively work on for the rest of his life. And it sucks because you just kind of want to be there and be done and be all amazing and wonderful and everything's sunshine and rainbows. but it's not how that works.
Nope.
But I do think that the first step, or 'cause I've never been in a 12-step program, but I do think that one of the first steps is definitely to have accountability.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
to be accountable for what your actions are, and to basically say, I'm done living this way. I'm moving on. And
He's past that step.
sometimes it happens and you relapse, and obviously it's not okay because you're trying to get better.
Yeah.
But it's also, people are human.
They make mistakes.
They make mistakes. And I think
Yeah.
that this is just we've talked about this before, one of the downsides of the internet is that it's all on the internet forever.
Yeah.
It will always live on the internet. It will always be on the internet. And like, he is never going to be able to like go and move forwards without seeing like this kind of journey unfold for him. And that has to be a lot, especially when you're trying to recover.
Yeah.
You're constantly basically introduced to the things that maybe kind of brought you to that point
Those
originally.
memories come back.
And so that's kind of the dark side of the internet. We've talked about that before too, is the way that the internet really can be your worst enemy. It can lift you up and give you 700,000 followers
Hey, it
for
can.
basically berating some guy who like pulled a girl, or it can drop you down.
To your lowest of your lowest. And be a reminder every single day.
And it be a reminder of it the whole time. So I mean, yeah, it's discouraging as like someone, I'm sure for you more so, because I didn't grow up with him.
Dude, I remember coming home after a long day of talking to no one, mind you.
No.
I didn't talk to many people in middle school. I'd come home, put on his little Minecraft video, eat my chips, and just eating that up for an hour.
Yeah, like, and I think it's definitely a lot more heartbreaking for really long time fans. Because you've been, I guess at that point, you've been a fan since like, for like a
God.
decade?
A decade. Oh my God, I'm getting old, y'all.
Yeah,
A
and
decade.
so it's like you've grown up with him, and so to kind of see him go from like top to bottom to trying to get back up
Midway,
again,
yeah.
like it's definitely a journey. And as kind of an outsider, because again, I don't really know him and his journey that much. I think that it's just something that he's gonna keep going and keep doing, and that he's gonna get better eventually.
He did the first
And
step. Hey,
You'll be there.
I'll be there when he makes
be there when he's there?
Minecraft videos again. 'Cause
When
I
he
think
makes Minecraft
he said
videos
he
again.
was going to come back.
Yeah, I
And then
think.
someone said, because you need money because you're broke. He was like, no, actually.
Well, yeah, I think that's also the other thing is just like, because sometimes with these jobs that are popular on the internet, like YouTubers,
Yeah.
you kind of need that to keep going to really feel like you have a purpose in that aspect. And so like if you are a YouTuber and then you stop making YouTube videos, you're not really doing anything anymore. Like you're no longer a YouTuber.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, and so I think that also possibly contributed to that feeling of like kind of hopelessness when he, I guess, kind of like went down this, compounded, of course, by his
Yeah.
divorce. Like, obviously, we're speculating a little here. That it's just like you feel like, well, I'm not really doing anything anymore. And I mean, it's because he was so successful.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that is a good step for him, is to kind of get back on that Minecraft train.
As he should. Minecraft was like one of those games that'll like never not be trendy.
I honestly don't think it ever will not be trendy, because it's just it's easy to play.
There's
It's easy,
constantly new updates.
constantly new updates. It's easy to understand.
Yeah.
There's constantly new things that you can do, and like I've said this before. I've never beaten Minecraft. I've never played the game all the way through. And it's not
Fake fan over here. Sorry.
But it's because I enjoyed like the farming. I enjoyed making the farms.
Living
I
in your own
enjoyed
world.
mining. I
Yeah.
enjoyed kind of like literally living in my own world, because that's what a sandbox game is you can kind of do whatever you want to do.
want.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of the beauty of it. And so I think that I hope that he finds himself again in Minecraft.
Hopefully, while he doesn't want kids, he has over 17 million of them. So
Yeah.
all here supporting him.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you guys today. So until
Yeah.
next time.
I guess,
Adios from the dose.